three. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We're on the road from Mankato, Minnesota to Minneapolis. And on the way, our driver is talking about something, and I want to share it with you instantly. He said that a person came to him, not Muslim, and asked him a question about something. Can you tell us what it was? This is Muhammad. Assalamu Alaikum.
Alsalamu Alaikum, everybody. A friend of mine, he's a Christian. I have full respect to him and his belief, but he asked me that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, and his companions, they were threatening people, and they were having swords on their neck to become a Muslim. That's why the Islam it's spread it out in Al Jazeera Al Arabiya, which is in where Saudi Arabia is right now. So, and I told him, no, this is not true. This is not something you misunderstood, and I will let Sheikh Yusuf explain the answer, and the answer is going to be
okay.
with him.
Actually, I just now typed that on this Facebook page, just now. Now, my phone suggests the next word. Anytime I'm typing, it suggests the next word. It'll suggest the word that I'm trying to type, and then when I hit that, it'll suggest the next word. You know what? I said religion, spread. As soon as I said spread, it offered by, B-Y, and I clicked that, and then it offered the, and I clicked that, and then it offered sword. And that's not from me, because I never typed that before. It is built in, not just to the phone, it's built into the minds and hearts of so many people. Because of what? Because it is spread. People have shared that over and over. And Muslims, this is your fault. I'm sorry, but it's your fault. Why? Because you don't share the right message. I'm offering this right now. You can share this right this second. You can click this right this second. And if you will, I make dua for you. I ask Allah to make everything easy for you. I ask Allah to give you Umrah and Hajj. Oh, but only if you share. I'm going to be stingy, because at least share this. Now, what's the answer? What? And I ask it as a question. I posted it right up there. I said, what religion spread by the sword? Not Islam. No, it can't. Let me tell you two things. First of all, and then I want to talk to the Christians. Any Christian, I want you to hear this. But first, I want to tell you something. Islam cannot be spread by the sword. Why? Why? Because the word Islam means a voluntary submission to God in sincerity. Can you force people to be sincere? Can you force people to volunteer? If you force them, they're not a volunteer. True or false? And if you force them, it's not sincerity. So the word Islam itself, from Sin Lam means silm. This is the root for it. It's the same root as the word for security and safety, salama. It's the same root for the word peace, salam. It's the same word that's the same root for taslim. All of this is talking about peace, security, peace be upon you, Assalamu Alaikum. So how do you have peaceful force? Doesn't work. And if you're saying force by killing somebody, what the heck are you talking about? There's no such thing as Islamic terrorism, because the first and foremost thing you have to know about that subject, what is the word for security? Because everybody wants security against terrorism. We want security against hacking on our computers. We want security against somebody stealing. What is the word in Arabic? Salama. Security and safety. Salama. Whenever a Muslim, or even Arabs that are not Muslim, when they leave each other, they go like this, and they don't say bye-bye. They say, Ma salama. Ma salama. And it's the peace, the security, the safety, all of that's rolled into that. May you go in safety of God. Yeah. So how could you say, I want you to have a safe terrorism? How do you say that? And the reason, because Muslims have not stood up, or maybe they didn't understand, maybe they didn't know, maybe they didn't think about it. But if you don't take the time to tell somebody, how are they going to know? And by the way, Christians, stand by. I got something for you. I got something for you. If you said a religion spread by terrorism, no. You don't say that. You say it's spread by the sword. That's what they say. Islam spread by the sword. Is that what you heard?
Yes.
Islam spread by the sword, right?
By the sword, yep.
That what he said?
Yes.
Well, I got news for you. I did this. When I came into Islam. I took what's called Concordance of the Bible that has every listing of every word in the Bible. It's a great big thick book that belonged to my father, Rahimahullah. And I opened this up and I went to the word sword, and it shows you where that word sword appears in every single verse of the Bible, Old Testament and New Testament. And so I counted them. And I found more words sword in the New Testament, which is smaller, than the Old Testament, which is bigger. So if you said, well, swords are in the Old Testament, you better read again. And hold on a second. I'll tell you how many I counted, but first this. What it is that Jesus alayhi salam said in, what chapter was it? It's in Matthew. Chapter, I think it was 24 something. I have to go back and look. And this is the English now, and it said that Jesus said, don't think I came with peace. I came not with peace, but with a sword. Who said that? Oh yeah, but you have to read it in the spirit and understand. He meant word. You know who said that? A famous preacher. He said that. And he said, and I'm there, I'm asking him. And he said, oh, back in those days when people had to whenever the manuscript gets real old, they copy it. It's called copyists. And I know that. I said, okay. And he said, by candlelight, they're working late at night. And I said, okay. And they make mistakes. Yeah, I got that. He said, and you know where that was? That's in Italy. Rome is in Italy. I said, okay. And that's where the copyists were. Okay. Catholic Church, Italy. Yeah, I got it. And they eat spaghetti. Okay. Spaghetti came from China, all right? And they imported it, but I'm not going to get into it. Okay, they eat spaghetti. And probably, now here we go with the fuzzy logic. I love this. All right. And probably, maybe somebody was eating spaghetti and a piece of it fell out of their mouth and fell on the page, and it looked like an S. And they said, oh, that's sword. But it wasn't sword. It was word. Jesus said, I didn't come with peace. I came with a word, a special word. Oh, really? Really? And I hope he was copying in what language? Let's see. English? I don't think so, because English didn't exist until 1066 AD when the Normans invaded the Saxons. What are you talking about? And the Greek word for word is logo. So if he dropped a spaghetti piece in front of it, it would say slogo. And that's not a word. Or if he dropped it at the end, it could be logos. And logos is a word in Greek, and it means words. Maybe that's what he thought he meant. But then, where did the word sword come from? And keep reading, because it's in the same context, in the same chapter. And it said, Whoever doesn't have a sword, sell your coat and buy a sword. Now, if he's dropping spaghetti in each one of these places, this guy's eating too much spaghetti and he needs to get some sleep, okay? Seriously, come on. Is that the best you can come up with? Yeah. Oh, the other thing they like to come up with, you don't understand. You didn't read it in the Spirit. I'm a Muslim. We don't drink those kind of spirits, okay? All right. Now, how many did we count in the Bible? You can get the Strong's Concordance of the Bible, open it up to the S's, go to SW, sword, and count with me. 1, 2, 3. And you'll go through all the column and the next column and the next page. And by the time you get to 100, you'll be like me and give up, okay? I got up to over 200, and there might be 220, 230, maybe even 250, I don't know, but well over 200, okay? Now, let's compare that to the Quran. That's fair. Compare it to the Quran. But I'm going to double the number for the Quran because it's only half as big. It's only half as big as the Bible, so it's not fair. So I'll double. Whatever number we come up with, I'm going to double it. That's fair, right? All right. And I'm going to count every word in Arabic that means sword. There's not just one. We're not just saying S-W-R-D. We're saying a word called safe. That means a sword. Hossam. That also means a sword. You say, I know somebody named Hossam. Well, it means sword. All right. And we have also kanja. Kanja is a dagger. I'll even include kanja, safe, sword. In English, we'll look for how many swords. And guess what? No. So we'll go back to the Arabic. Safe, Hossam. What's some other words?
Hossam,
sword.
Sword. Safe.
There's a bunch of words.
Of them, yeah.
There's a bunch. Guess how many are in the Quran? And we're going to double it. 0. What's 2 times nothing? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's still nothing. Because there's nothing in the Quran telling you that even the word sword, not even the word, never mind the context of it, there's not the word in there. So how did you spread Islam with a sword and it's not even in the Quran? And Muslims only fought in their battles when there was an aggression or a dhulm, meaning aggression or oppression, to defend Islam. Not even defending their property, defending Islam. Islam doesn't allow us to go out and swing the swords. No. Unless it is for those who are attacking you. You can defend yourself. Check it out. So I'm asking you, with over 200 mentions of sword, now let's do some history. Ready? Okay. Take a listen. The Crusades. Over 200 years of what? Sword swinging. And where was it? In the Holy Land. And who was the one behind the swords? Catholic Church. Uh-oh. Whoa. And then Inquisition. Yeah. We had the Inquisition of Spain. When the Catholic Church took over Spain, they assassinated anybody who would not say 3. God is one. If they said 3, if they said 3, they'd be okay. But if they said 1, they cut their neck. Or they'd put them on the rack and stretch them out and break their ribs and break their arms and feet and cut the things up. Anything they could do to try to torture them to say 1, to say 3 instead of 1. Sorry. That's a fact. You can go, no, don't take my word for it, please. Just go to Google and type it in. Inquisition. And see what you get. And who's swinging the swords. And whenever the Catholic Church came to the United States, It was before it was the United States. It was still the New World when they sent their missionaries over and established their missions all throughout Texas. And I've been in those missions, and I've taken pictures of the plaques that show you, and it talks about how many Indians they killed because they wouldn't accept the religion. Yeah, hello. Think about it. And what do you think they killed them with? They didn't kill them with words. They didn't. Okay. Now, I only said that in defense of Islam. If you want to say Islam spread by force, that's your opinion, but you can't force people to accept something called voluntary acceptance. It doesn't make any sense. That's an oxymoron. Islamic terrorism doesn't work. Muslim terrorism doesn't work because Muslim come from the same root. Muslim comes from Salam. All right? Now, if you said there was a Muslim who did X or Y or Z, duh, there's Christians that did a lot of X, Y, and Z, but it doesn't mean it's authorized by the religion. So what religion was really spread by the sword? You think about it and share this. Share it right now. If you want to do the job that you hadn't been doing, that a lot of Muslims haven't been doing, you can do it now. All you got to do is push the button and share it. And if you don't do that, hey, I told you. Okay? Got anything else to say?
No, thank you so much, Sheikh Yusuf. Thank you. And another name for Saif was Hussam.
Hussam, we
Yes.
mentioned that.
Yeah, Hussam, yes.
Yeah, we got that. What else?
I looked for it, I couldn't find more.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, a
trust
lot
me.
of them, yes.
But none of them are in the Quran.
No. Yeah.
Love you guys, and I pray for you all. Even if you hate what I just said, I still love the chance for you to go to paradise. I pray for you to be guided by the one who guides, Al-Hadi. I ask him, Al-Hadi, Allah, please guide us, me, and our brother Muhammad, and all of you. And especially if you share. Share it. Just push the button. Assalamu Alaikum.